Hello students and viewers, welcome back again to Science Capsule, a perfect self-learning tool for school children. In my last post, that is in part 6, we have discussed about oxidation reaction and reduction reaction. We have seen in detail what is an oxidation and what is a reduction reaction. In today's session, we will be discussing one of the most important topic of the chemical reaction and equation, and one of my favorite topic, that is redox reaction. So we are going to see in detail, step by step, I am going to explain this. So watch till the end of this video. If you like this video, then give a thumbs up, and not subscribe this channel, then subscribe this channel and press bell icon so that you will not miss any of my video in the future session. Dear students, we know that oxidation is a process in which addition of oxygen will take place, or removal of electron will take place, or removal of hydrogen will take place. In that way we can understand oxidation reaction. So we have some examples here. First one is magnesium loses 2 electrons, magnesium ion is formed. So here the oxidation is in terms of removal of electron, right? The second case, burning of magnesium ribbon, as we have already studied this is also an example of oxidation reaction. So when we talk about reduction reaction, just the reverse of oxidation reaction is the reduction reaction. Here in reduction reaction, what happens, addition of electron or gain of electron will take place, or it can also be understood in terms of addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. So this way we understood what is an oxidation and a reduction reaction. Now we will see what is a redox reaction. Very interesting thing. We have studied oxidation and reduction separately. In a separate reaction we have seen, right? If both oxidation and reduction reaction are involved in a single chemical reaction, such reaction is known as redox reaction. Now we take an example. From that example we try to understand how oxidation and reduction reaction are present in a single chemical reaction. Here you see copper oxide when reacts with hydrogen gives copper atom and water is formed. This is one of the familiar example of redox reaction. Here we try to find out the oxidation process and the reduction process. Here you see copper oxide to copper, an arrow mark is there, right? So this is the reduction reaction. Now we see the oxidation reaction here. Hydrogen changes into water, this is oxidation reaction. Now we try to understand how these two processes are there in a single chemical reaction. Now look at the screen. Here first we find out the reduction reaction. See here copper oxide changes into copper. See the reactant and the product. Oxygen is there in the reactant side, right? So here copper is attached with oxygen. On the product side you see copper is there, but with copper oxygen is not there. This means during the process oxygen is removed. We know that removal of oxygen is known as reduction. So this is the reduction process. Now in the oxidation you see hydrogen is there on the reactant side. On the product side also you will see hydrogen, but in the reactant side you will not see any oxygen with hydrogen, but on the product side you can see very well oxygen is attached. So in this process you can see that oxygen is added to hydrogen on the product side. We know that addition of oxygen is known as oxidation. So in a same chemical reaction we can find both oxidation and reduction reaction. So only this reaction is called redox reaction. Understood, children? Now apart from reduction and oxidation reaction, we need to understand some more related terms associated with the redox reaction. What are those terms? They are oxidizing agent, reducing agent, which one is getting oxidized and which species gets reduced. All these things are very important. Even they are asked in the examination also. Before that, you should know firstly what is an oxidizing agent and what is a reducing agent. Dear students, oxidizing agent is a chemical species which can have the ability to oxidize other substances that are present in a chemical reaction. In other words, we can say that the species which can gain electron is said to be reduced and usually be the oxidizing agent. In this chemical reaction, copper oxide is the oxidizing agent. Here what happens, the electrons are lost by the oxygen atom and the lost electrons are gained by copper ions. As a result of this, on the product side you can see, after gaining 2 electrons, copper ions become copper atom. So copper oxide is the oxidizing agent. On the other hand, the reducing agent is a substance which can have the ability to reduce other substances in a chemical reaction. In other words, we can say that the species which loses electron is said to be oxidized and usually be the reducing agent. Here in our example, hydrogen is losing electron to oxygen. So we can say that hydrogen is oxidized to water and the substance which is losing electron is said to be oxidized and usually be the reducing agent. So the reducing agent in this chemical reaction will be hydrogen. So oxidizing agent will be copper oxide and reducing agent will be hydrogen. The oxidizing and reducing agent in a redox reaction can be understood very easily in a simple trick. Dear students, there are certain tricks. By using those tricks also you can easily find out the oxidizing and reducing agent. Previously what we have seen was the actual process by which we can understand the oxidizing and reducing agent. As far as examination point of view, in a simple way, with no time you can easily find the oxidizing and reducing agent in a redox reaction. If you are able to find the oxidation process and the reduction process in a redox reaction, then within a second you can easily find the oxidizing agent. How to find that? Now here you see the reduction reaction. Here reduction reaction is that the starting material or the starting species of the reduction reaction will be our oxidizing agent and the starting material of the oxidation process will be our reducing agent. Very easy, right? So this way you can easily find the oxidizing and reducing agent in a redox reaction. So this is what redox reaction is. This redox reaction plays a very important role in day-to-day activities. For example, photosynthesis, by which all green plants prepare their food, respiration, corrosion. All these are some familiar examples which we encounter in our day-to-day life. Before winding up, I would like to ask one question to you. We are familiar with the burning of magnesium ribbon, right? When the magnesium ribbon is burnt, magnesium changes into magnesium oxide. Now the question for you is whether magnesium is oxidized to magnesium oxide or magnesium is reduced to magnesium oxide. Answer may be mentioned in the comment section. So with this I would like to conclude. See you all on another video with an interesting topic. Till then, take good care of yourself. Bye.